Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is the Community Pod, and I am your host, Lester Class. Each and every episode is going to be filled with amazing stories from amazing people. You will hear the different journeys people went through, or are still going through, to be able to do what they love. From the failures to the successes and everything in between. This is a place to get to know the person behind their passion, because people only get to see the successes and not what it took to get there. If this is your first time tuning in, please subscribe and leave a review if you love the content. Now finally, I would love to welcome you to the Community Pod. What's going on, everyone? This is the Community Pod. I'm your host, Lester Class, and I got an amazing guest in the building. I feel like I say amazing all the time. I got a superstar in the building. I got Sam Kamara. What's going on?
What's good, brother?
What's going on?
Can't call it.
Would you be able to move the mic just a little bit closer?
I got you. Here he is.
All right, cool. All right. So the way we start basically is I just want to get to know who you are, and I guess we could start from where you're from.
I'm from Carteret, New Jersey. I was born in Yonkers, raised a little bit in Staten Island, but ultimately Carteret my home.
Got you.
Yeah.
What was life like growing up in Carteret for yourself?
Real slow, real quiet. Like, you know what I mean? I was an outside kid, like not on a bad way, but I was just hanging out with a lot of my neighbors, man. We love to have fun. We love to play sports. Just love to have fun, man. Just be outside.
Got you.
Yeah.
Real quick, I know that I don't usually do this, but is there a red light on that camera right now?
It is.
All right, cool. I just make sure we were recording.
Yeah,
okay.
That would be crazy.
All right. Nah, definitely be crazy. But so like, what is it like to be able to look back? I know that we're starting out real early, but I just feel like we should just talk about it. But what is it like to look back and see the little kid, you know what I mean, Sam Kamara, go from this kid in New Jersey, no one knows him, and now you're playing in the big leagues in the NFL?
Bro, it's crazy that you even say that, because recently when I was training in Florida, I had met up with a bunch of my old college teammates, right? And his brother right now is in this draft process. He was asking me the same question. I was like, bro, if the younger me would see me now, he wouldn't believe that I'm in the league. Because, I really had no aspirations after high school to even do, college ball. I thought it was just going to be I'm playing college ball. I'm good at it. You know what I mean? I'm probably if it works out, it works out. I'll go to Middlesex, do a couple years there. And if anything, I'll go to trade school and figure it all out. You know what I mean? And it really took one offer for me to really damn, I could really probably play college ball. You know what I mean? So younger me would probably be so proud at the fact that you took it this far. You talked about it, but then as you got older, you kind of lost that dream, and then you really got to where you said that you was going to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I wish I could be younger me, because he'll be dumb proud, bro.
No, he's got it. I feel like when something like this happens in your life, when everything that you've worked for comes full circle, it can feel surreal.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to get into the fact that what does it also feel like to be able to say, or I feel like Carteret loves you. All I see on Carteret High School's page is, yo, Sam this, Sam that, and it's just, what is that feeling to be able to put on for your community?
It's amazing, bro. Just the fact that I like the fact that I'm showing a lot of these young athletes here in Carteret that you can make it out of Carteret. You know what I mean? Because when I was in high school, there was a stigma not a lot of people make it out of Carteret, because we had a lot of great players that came through that locker room that never got the opportunity I got. You know what I mean? We had Jason Worlds, and he was the standard when I was in high school. You know what I mean? And then we had a whole bunch of great players. We had the Najis, we had the Brandons, we had the Gerards, we had the Tyler Rodriguez's. The list goes on. Brandells, the whole Sways, the Rakeems. We had so many people, but they never got the opportunity. You know what I mean? But for me to be where I'm at, I could show y'all, bro, y'all keep putting in the hard work. It won't always happen for everybody, but you keep putting that hard work, it's gonna sort itself out. You know what I mean? You're gonna get there. You're gonna get somewhere big. You know what I mean? It's just it's a blessing, bro. It's a blessing just to be where I'm at, to give these kids hope.
Definitely. And I just wanted to get into the fact that I wanted to know, was there ever a point in your life that's really created the individual that you are today? Some trauma or something that's really you woke you up and was all right, I need to either step up, or I found who I am.
Honestly and truly, are we talking football wise, or we talking life wise? Life wise, it was just more so really my dad. I would say that, because in terms of school wise, I took school serious, but I didn't take it as serious as I should have. Like, I did enough to get by, barely. But then, like, my dad was just hounding me all the time. Like, he wanted to see my transcript. And it was like, I'm like, yeah. Every day I come up with a new excuse. Man, the guidance counselor wasn't there today. She said she'll get it next week. Man, I don't know. She said she couldn't find it. And then it got to a point where he was like, all right, bro, like, I'm going in there and I'm going to go get that transcript. And when he went and got that transcript, like, he really, like, shut down so much for me to, like, make me, like, get in order. He didn't let me play football. He didn't let me, like, all the fun things that I thought I wanted to do that I could do. Like, he was like, you're not doing that until your grades get right. And then once my grades got right, like, you started seeing, like, a lot more, like, pieces happening for me. Like, I didn't realize how much the school component was, like, major. Mm-hmm. Like, I really thought, like, school, you know what I mean? But he made me realize that without this school stuff, you can't do a lot of this other stuff that you say you want to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, like, I definitely say my father putting things in order, like, really whipping me into shape, got me to, like, straighten up, you know what I mean? Take a lot of stuff more serious.
Yeah. So I got to say, like, I wanted to ask, you bring up school and then, you know, wanting the dream to play football. How important is that I feel like a lot of kids don't realize how important it is to have your grades up to get those really good offers sometimes.
Bro, I will tell you this right now. If your grades are not right, these schools will not look at you, bro. Like, I really believe that just because I was good at football, everything would just take care of itself. Until one school I went to, Old Dominion, like, I went on a visit there, and I thought, like, this was, like, what I envisioned college to be like. It was just, like, the dream campus for me. Like, I feel like this was, like, everything I wanted to be in the school. Went there. They came. I'll talk to the coach. He said he liked me, this, that, and the third. Came back to Jersey. We had practice, and he came. He's talking to me after practice. He's like, I came here to offer you today, but I looked at your grades, and I can't offer you anything. And I was like, damn. Like, I was just looking at him in his eyes, like my heart shattered. Like, damn, like, for real. He's like, man, like, if your grades were at least a little bit good, like, we could have did something with you, but I can't do anything with you. And I'm like, damn, it's literally like that. And then going back to, like, a whole bunch of these other dudes, like, you have all this talent, but if your school not in order, bro, school don't want to touch you, bro. Mm-hmm. They looking for a reason not to touch you if your grades is bad. You know what I mean? Yeah. You could be the greatest athlete in the world, bro. You come to class late, we don't want you. You know what I mean? You get in trouble a lot, we don't want you, bro. Like, take school serious, especially y'all young athletes. Take this school stuff serious, bro, because that's what's really going to get you through the door. You could be the greatest athlete you want, but you ain't doing it right in school, you ain't doing it right, and you're not going to get nowhere crazy.
No, definitely. And I like that you said that because, like I said before you went on, it was like it's just the fact that kids think talent can take them all the way, but like you said, it doesn't. You really got to work your ass off in school and doing the football thing. Like, it might not be cool to have great grades, but, like, is it cool if you can't make it to the league?
Absolutely.
Because of those grades, exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, I appreciate you saying that for real. Mm-hmm. So when you were in high school and everything, what was your first offer?
My first ever offer was Monmouth University. They took a chance with me. That was after that time phase when my dad took me out of football and all that stuff. After, like, I got a couple of my grades right, Monmouth had called me in. He was like, he wasn't really beating around the bush with it, but he was talking to me about it, and I didn't really understand what he was saying. And then at the end of the conversation, he's like, you sound real like you don't sound too happy. I'm like, I'm happy, like, you know what I mean? He's like, I'm offering you a scholarship. I'm like, wait, hold on, what? He's like, yeah, we're offering you a full scholarship. I'm like, thank you. Like, I just got excited. Like, oh, shoot. Like, thanks so much. Like, I can't believe it. I hung up the phone. I remember I'm in the car with my friends. I'm like, yo, bro, I just got an offer. Everybody was lit in there for me, bro. It was it was a crazy time, bro. It was great.
No, it's got to be because when somebody else that believes in you, you know what I mean? Because we can believe in ourselves, right? And that's amazing to be able to believe in yourself. But at the same time, it's like when somebody else believes in that dream, it's like, okay, I'm doing the right thing now.
Nah, yeah. It definitely makes you feel a little better about yourself. Because if you believe in yourself, like, that's amazing. Like, as long as you believe in yourself, ultimately, like, that's great. But when you have more people rallied around you, that's like, yo, bro, I can't, like, I'm very proud of you. I'm happy that you, like, getting everything that, you feel me, that you should get. Like, you feel me, everything that you putting in his work for, bro, that feeling is amazing.
It's got to be. I wanted to ask, right? So it's something that I feel like some parents are okay with. When I say what I'm talking about is football. Were your parents always okay with you playing football?
My mom was not.
No?
My mom was. She did not like football at all. Like my mom comes to my games, but she hates like the hitting of football. Like I remember my freshman year I got hurt, and my mom like nearly jumped on the field because I was laying on the ground. Like she was ready to knock a kid out, like grab me off the field in my pads and take me home. Like my mom wasn't really for it, but my dad he just loved the aspect of it. Like he loved that it kept me busy. And then when my dad was always a busy guy, so when he did get the time to come to one of my games, like I can vividly remember it was the St. Joe's game. It was probably one of my first real game since like my sophomore year that he came to, and that game I tweaked. And I just remember like it was my first time running the ball, boom, broke out like a crowd of people for a touchdown. And I remember running to the sideline, and all I'm looking at the sideline, and my dad's jaw is dropped. Like he's in disbelief. He's like just looking at me. I'm just looking at my dad like, I got that dog in me, Dad. Like it was crazy.
No, and like to be able to have those moments, to be able to share with your parents and be like, you watched me in high school, you watched me in college, and now, hey, I made it to the league.
Yep.
Everything that you guys sacrificed for me, I was able to do it.
Right.
What is that feeling like to be able to show that your parents that everything that they sacrificed was all worth it because I'm gonna make sure you guys are okay.
Bro, that feeling's amazing, bro. Like the fact that I could just like I come home from Cleveland, I come home like if I want to take my mom to like if I just want to buy groceries for the crib, like you know what I mean, fill the crib out and not even have to eat nothing in the crib, like that's amazing to me. I could fill up gas tanks for my parents, like just take a little load off anything that they got in the house. If I could do that, I'll do it. You know what I mean? And that's just amazing for me because like I want to show them that everything that y'all did, everything y'all sacrificed, you know what I mean, I'm grateful for. Like I could say that as much as I want to, but I want to show y'all as well. You know what I mean? I'm not making crazy amounts of bread, but what I got right now, I want to make y'all feel good. You know what I mean? That means taking y'all out a little bit. If that means like, you know what I mean, buying y'all little things, you know what I mean, taking care of a little something here, a little bill here, like taking out the garbage while I'm home, like, you know what I mean, buying a whole bunch of stuff for the house, like, you know what I mean, just little things like that. As long as, like, I want them to know that they appreciate it. Like, nothing that y'all did went in vain.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. So what was it like making your decision, leaving high school and having to make the decision to go to college and play at the next level?
That shit was kind of hard. Like you had to weigh a lot of pros and cons, bro. You got like at every school. That's life. Like you gotta weigh the pros and cons of everything that you do. You know what I mean? I had to see which school would put me in the best position to, you know what I mean, get me to the league. Where would I excel school wise? Where would I come out with a degree that's gonna help me in the long term? So it was a tough decision, but I feel like ultimately I made the right decision. You know what I mean?
No, definitely. So what did you end up studying? Because I feel like a lot of people don't realize this, that I don't know why, but I feel like there's a lot of people that be like, oh, he went to this college to play football. But you have to study something while you're there. It's not just playing football. So what did you end up studying?
Multidisciplinary studies. So like I focused in like 3 aspects of it. Business, African American studies, and economics.
Economics?
Yeah.
So I have to ask, during this time period, right, what was it like? Because I'm going to ask about balance a few times in this episode.
Okay.
Right? So what was it like balancing playing football and studying? You know what I mean?
Bro, like it's hard. Like it's hard, bro. Like being a student athlete is a full-time job, bro. Like you really have to make sure that you're excelling in school, make sure that you're watching film, but you also got to make sure on the other end of the spectrum, like you're not lacking in school. Because if you're doing all this football stuff, you make sure you're excelling in football, but you lacking in school, bro, you ineligible for next year. You're not playing. You know what I mean? And if you're not playing, then like you burning eligibility, bro. Now you're just wasting your time. You know what I mean? Like you could be the greatest athlete in the world. Let's go back to high school, bro. You be the greatest athlete in the world, but you're not doing the school stuff, bro. It's done. You know what I mean? So I really had to find out that work. I don't want to say work-life balance, but I had to find that little athlete school balance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we have advisors and stuff. They help the best they can. You know what I mean? But ultimately, it's on you. It's really on you.
Nah, yeah. And like, because I know that you ended up going to Stony Brook, right?
Yeah.
What was that like going to Stony Brook and playing at Stony Brook?
It was cool. Like I felt like it was a good decision. When I was younger, I didn't feel like I wouldn't say I didn't feel like I liked Stony Brook. I very much liked Stony Brook. I liked Monmouth as well, but that was only because I felt like it was so close to home, and I didn't want to leave too far from home. Like I didn't want to leave too far from home, but I also didn't want to stay close to home. It was weird for me because I wanted to go somewhere down south. I never wanted to go any further up north in Jersey. If I was going to be in Jersey, I was going to be in Jersey. If not, I wanted to be somewhere hot. And I ended up going to Stony Brook because Stony Brook just had the better position for me. Like, Monmouth was cool, it was a great school, but at the end of the day, Stony Brook was just, it was going to put me where I needed to be. And ultimately, it was good because it was far enough from home where, like, I could be my own person, be my own man, grow up on my own, but close enough that if I had to get home, I can get home. My parents want to see me, it's not too far of a drive. You know what I mean? So, like, I felt like it was good. I feel like it was real good being out there, like a real family environment from the first time I came through the door. I met a lot of good people there, like a lot of guys that I would call brothers, like, you know what I mean, dudes I talk to this day. So I felt like my time at Stony Brook, being at Stony Brook, was a good time.
Okay, cool. And what we didn't get into, I should have asked this in the beginning, but what is it the position you play?
I play defensive end, outside linebacker right now. But
Okay.
I play all over the D line, man. You put me at nose tackle, I'm a violator center. You put me at freaking 3-tech, I'm splitting double teams. I'm doing what I gotta do. But ultimately, right now, I'm an end right now.
Got you. And then you played, so you were all over the D line throughout, high school until right now.
Yeah, basically.
Got you. And so I have to ask, right? I don't want to skip over Stony Brook. I feel like we spoke about it a lot, but how did the whole draft process work? Like, what I want to ask how they work, and then how did you feel when it actually happened? When you had to sit there and was like, I did it.
It was interesting for me because I didn't get the traditional draft process. You know what I mean? Because COVID hit. So since COVID hit, like, it was like real weird for me. So there was a lot of dudes that had their seasons, and then there was a lot of guys that had their seasons cut. You know what I mean? And Stony Brook was one of those schools that had their seasons cut. So with us, we ended up having a spring season, and with that spring season, it was like 4 or 5 games, and after I want to say the 4th or the 3rd game, like, they cut the rest of the season for us. So ultimately, I had a season, I had like a couple weeks, then it was basically like draft. So like, I didn't get to train for nothing. I didn't get to let my body recover. Like, a lot of these dudes had their season, like the big schools had their season, had a little time, had downtime to themselves, trained a little bit, got time to get their body to recover, and then jump right into rookie minicamp. I had none of that. It was literally season, 2 weeks, rookie minicamp, right into everything. You know what I mean? And when it happened, like, I wish my girlfriend was here right now. Like, she would tell you right now, like, I was happy, but I was pissed.
Okay.
Because a lot of teams was calling me would call me like, oh yeah, we're gonna pick you up later in the draft. We're gonna make sure that, you know what I mean, stay ready. We're gonna get you like 6th round, 7th round. I'm feeling good. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, this really might happen for me. Like, I'm gonna see my name across the board. Like, I'm seeing my name on TV. Like, and I'm gonna get that call. Time's going on. Teams calling me. Yeah, nothing. My agent calling them back. Yo, bro, what's the word? I'm calling him like, yo, what's the word? Bro, he went cold, bro. He's not answering my calls. Like, they're not saying nothing to me. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, he's like, yo, all right, so, like, this team's calling now. Like, they sounding real good. Draft's getting close to the end. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, let's see what happens. I'm like, he calls me back, bro. They went cold on me again. Now it's the last pick in the draft. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, fingers crossed, hoping it's me. Nothing. Now I'm in the house, like, pissed. I know something's gonna shake, but I'm still pissed because like, I hated getting like, yo, bro, we're gonna get you. We're gonna grab you up. We're definitely gonna get you, bro. Don't even worry about it. Like, we're gonna bring you in for sure. For me to get nothing, it was like, damn. Like, I felt like I was just overlooked. Like, I felt like that none of them felt like I was good enough to be on their draft board. I felt like none of them felt like I'm not gonna invest my money into this guy because I feel like, what can he really do for me? Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, that's a bet. So when my agent called me, it was like, so we have 2 teams wanting to see you. We got Seattle, we got Chicago. I'm like, all right. I'm like, let's go to Chicago. And he was like, all right, well, you're a Bear now. Like, you know what I mean? They got an incentive for you. They're gonna give you a little bit of change for coming. You go to rookie minicamp. They're gonna give you all the details in like a couple weeks. I mean, a couple days. I'm like, all right, cool. So boom, the D-line coach calls me. Hey, this is Coach Rump. Just want to say we're excited to have you on the line. I'm just like, I'm talking to him like he sounded excited on the other side. I'm sounding pissed. Like, I'm like, yeah, I appreciate it, Coach. Yeah, I'm coming in there to work. Man, that chip on my shoulder was so damn big because when I came into rookie minicamp, I was on demon time. Like, I just wanted everybody to feel me, bro. I just wanted everybody to feel me, and I kept staying on my shoulder all throughout that first season. Like, I just wanted everybody to feel what I felt like. Don't overlook me. I don't care what y'all think. I don't care if y'all think I'm undersized, I'm too short to play DN. Shoot, I'm quiet. I want to quiet all those doubters. I want to quiet every single one of them. Like if you think that I'm not worth it, I'm gonna show you I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I gotta say, right, you mentioned this chip on your shoulder, right? I feel like you had a few chips on your shoulder. I feel like you had the not getting picked up in the draft, having your name on it. I feel like that's a huge chip because everybody thinks that like when, like, yes, you still got the opportunity, but like there's still that part of you that wishes your name was on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then the fact that those people called you and were like, hey, we want you, but didn't really go about it. Because my thing is like, for me, I feel like to be a stand-up guy, you have to go about your word.
Yeah, for
sure. You
sure.
have to stand by it.
That's how I felt as well.
Exactly. And then on top of that, I feel like the other chip, correct me if I'm wrong, but COVID, where it was just like there was a time where it was like, all right, what's happening with football? Like, is everything going to happen the way I pictured it?
Right.
So what was it like dealing with COVID as well?
It was tough at first, but it wasn't the worst thing that happened to me. Because I knew that I was ultimately going to have to come back to Stony Brook for another season because I had tore my pec the year before. So I knew that one way or another, football is going to have to start back up. I just know how football works, and I just know how, like, America going to be. Like, they going to make something shake because that football is bringing in money for people.
Yeah.
And you know how America shake. America want that bread.
Exactly.
So I know that they going to make something run. So I know I'm coming back to Stony Brook for something, but it was just a matter of, like, how am I going to keep myself prepared?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, ain't no telling when we're going to be. I know we're going to be back. It's just a matter of when. So how am I going to keep myself prepared day in and day out for that? And that's when me and Chris just locked in. Like, me and Chris really got, like, we really got in our duffel during COVID. Like, Chris got huge during COVID. Me and him was just like, I'll say me and Chris was diesel. I wish I had a photo or video or something. Like, we really, like, made our downstairs basement into like a workout station, bro. We were really in there going crazy. Shout out my little brother too. Like, yo, bro.
Shout out Chris.
Yo, we was really in there going crazy, bro. Like every day was like, come in here, grind. We leaving that basement sweating. Like I had Chris in there about to throw up. I remember one of his friends wanted to come work out with us, worked out with us, and bro, he could not handle it, bro. He was like, bro, this is crazy, bro. Like he came one time, he's like, bro, I don't know if I'm gonna rock with y'all again, bro. I'm like, bro, I respect it, bro.
Yeah.
I respect it.
I gotta say, right, like, well, I wanted to ask, was there ever a point during this entire period from COVID to not getting what you pictured, right, to getting drafted and everything, and then going to the camp and having to try and work your ass off to prove to everybody that all the people that didn't want to pick you up should have? You know what I mean? Was there ever a point where it was just like kind of mentally draining?
Absolutely, because like that's always gonna take a toll on you when you feel like people don't think that you really good enough. You know what I mean? Like I don't care if you're the hardest warrior, like that little bit of you was gonna care. Like, you know what I mean? Because I felt like I was prepared for everything. Like, you feel me? I'm a mentally strong dude, but like the fact that all these teams saying they want me, and then ultimately they showed me that they basically like, we don't really know if we really want you for real. Like, we don't know if you really even belong in this spectrum. Like, it hurt a little bit, but then again, like you turn that hurt into like work. You know what I mean? That's exactly what I had to do with it. Like, I can't sit there and woe is me the whole time. Like, damn, bro, like, they didn't really want me. You know, I should probably just chalk up this whole football stuff, man. I shouldn't even really, like, even try. Why do that when you could turn that pressure into diamonds, bro? You know what I mean? So that's what I just did.
No, yeah. And when you came in, right, to the rookie training, I believe it was called?
Rookie training camp, yeah.
What, I know that you said you went in there like, I got to prove everyone wrong. Do you feel like they got that message?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because literally after that camp went on, like, so I went in there playing D tackle. Then the coach seen me, they seen how much I weighed, and the D-line coach, I don't know if he didn't want me or he just felt like this D-line stuff was not a good fit for me. I'm like, all right, bro. He said, you're playing outside linebacker. Now me, I'm thinking outside linebacker like, I'm in the stands. I'm reading 4x1, 3x, like all that other good mess. Like, I'm like, bro, I don't know if I could do all that, bro, because that's not my speed. I'm gonna put my hand in the dirt, rush the edge, rush the passer type dude. You know what I mean? He said I'm playing outside linebacker. I talked to the coach, and he's like, yeah, bro, you just rushing the edge, just that and the third. Like, from that transition, he's like, for you to play D tackle in college and then come in here and play outside linebacker during camp and excel at it, he's like, bro, I think you have a place here. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing pretty well right now. Camp going on, and I keep doing well. Yeah. And now, like, the rest speaks for itself, man. I played 9 games in Chicago.
Yeah.
At outside linebacker playing defensive tackle in college.
Yeah.
That should show enough for anybody right
exactly,
there. Exactly.
I mean? And especially to come, because you expect, like, a lot of people have this idea or thought that when you don't get drafted, you're probably gonna play 1 year and get out. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
You're gonna be on your 3rd year.
Yep.
And yes, it might not be with Chicago. We could get into that, but at the end of the day, you're going into your 3rd year, and you're only gonna get better with time.
Absolutely.
So
age like fine wine, man. Age like fine
exactly.
Wine.
So what was it like playing in Chicago and getting? Let's start off with your first NFL game.
Yeah.
What was that like?
That was crazy. It was crazy because my first NFL game was against Aaron Rodgers, which is insane. Like, I didn't want, like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to stay locked in as much as possible. So when my coach like, Sam, get in there, I'm like, I bet. So boom, I'm in there. I'm in my stance. Just locked in. And all I see is Aaron Rodgers scanning the field, look at me, dead in my eyes. And in my head, in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, shit. I'm on the field with Aaron Rodgers right now, bro. Like, it was crazy, bro. It was so fun. Like, for all the dudes who, like, play a sport, you know what I mean? Like, you know when it's, like, the first game and you getting in there, you got them little jitters. Then after, for football, like, that first hit, you're like, all right, bro, that's it. It's football now. You know what I mean? That's what it was for me. Mm-hmm. That first, like, once I initially made contact with somebody, like, it was like, all right, bro. After that, it's like, all right, this is football now. Let's just get to it. It was like playing, like, Pop Warner football again. That was just mad fun, bro. It was mad fun, especially when you're playing with a bunch of guys that you like. You know what I mean? A bunch of guys that you like. You know what I mean? You kind of got a rhythm with. It's fun, bro.
So from what I remember, I could be wrong, but I remember seeing that you tackled Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
And then you got a sack against the Vikings, I believe.
It wasn't a sack. It was a TFL on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know that you mentioned Aaron Rodgers, but like you said, the jitters got a little bit away. But, like, for people, I guess, like myself, to sit here and be like, I'm sitting next to a guy who just tackles Aaron Jones, was on the field with Aaron Rodgers, to like be on the field and actually play at that next level, like, for me, just sitting here, it feels surreal. Just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I gotta say, one, like, congratulations on all your success, because I know that at the end of the day, this takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a moment that I feel like sometimes people are like, oh, football players have it easy. They get paid so much money. You guys are out there risking your bodies every day. Mm-hmm. So it's not as easy as people think.
Not at all.
So just to keep it going, right? Like, when the Chicago year ended, well, before that ended, I really want to get into something which I found hilarious your entire season, and ever since you've been in the NFL. What's up with Crocs?
Yo, bro. It's crazy because, like, Crocs, they show love, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I love Crocs, and I've been on Crocs since, like, college. You know what I mean? It really took one of my teammates to be like, yo, bro, like, you should be, like, you know, you should get sponsored by Crocs. I'm like, you know what? I probably should, right? He's like, yo, I don't see much football players sponsored by Crocs. I'm like, yo, you know what? You're right, bro. Let me see how far I can take this, bro. You know what I mean? So I just be sporting the Crocs. I love them. You know what I mean? I probably got like 20-some pairs, bro, Crocs, bro. All different kinds of flavors, anything that you could think of. And I like grabbing the abstract ones because I know nobody gonna have them. And if you do have them, like, you got some pressure to you. You got some drip to you, bro. But Crocs, man, like, not a lot shook. I'm gonna still keep pounding the table, but not a lot of shook yet. But hopefully, you know what I mean, Crocs, if you watch this or if anybody ends up sending this to Crocs, you know, I'm here. I've been supporting y'all for a while. I've been DMing y'all. And I hope y'all been seeing it a little bit. So, you know what I mean? Shout out Crocs.
Shout out Crocs. I thought that was hilarious because I was like, dude, because Crocs are comfortable. Not to get too much into it, but Crocs are pretty comfortable.
They comfortable, bro. They comfortable.
But so now that we're moving from Chicago to Cleveland, where you're currently playing, what was it like transitioning, or like, what was it like knowing that you're not gonna no longer be with Chicago?
Damn, it is what it is. Like, that's just the business of the game. You know what I mean? Like, you know, everything not gonna last forever. You know what I mean? There's only like a rare few, like, people who stay on the same team that they've been on since their first year. You know what I mean? So I knew it was bound to happen at some point. Did I want it to happen that early? Nah. But you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, I met some good people over there. Like, I met some great folks, some great people. I loved the city of Chicago is a great place, but you know what I mean, like all good things come to an end. I'm in Cleveland now. I like Cleveland. I like, you know what I mean, I'm enjoying the teammates that I met. I'm enjoying the coaching staff that I got, you know what I mean, and I'm just hopefully trying to go in there and make an impact, you know what I mean, in any way that I can. Hopefully this year, like, they see the value in me the same way I see the value in myself, and they allow me to go out there and just do what I do best.
Exactly. So like, I gotta say, right, you've been able to play amongst amazing athletes, right?
Yeah.
I believe Khalil Mack got traded when you got drafted, when you were there.
No. Shout out Khalil too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's OG. Yeah, shout out Khalil.
So what was it like? Because obviously Mack is a legend,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
He's a legend.
Absolutely.
What was it like playing alongside him or like learning from him?
Bruh, it was surreal to me because, like, bro, he's a big dude, bro. Like, he's gigantic, bro. Like, and talking to him, it's funny enough because Khalil Mack is actually good friends with one of my cousins, bro. Like,
okay.
And I did not notice. Like, he was in his wedding, he went to his baby shower, all of this, bro. And I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
Wait, hold on, what? He's like, bro, he hit me up like, yo, bro, why didn't you tell me you was going to Chicago? I'm like, what you mean? He's like, K-Mac, man, that's my dog, man. Yo, tell him you know Ben. Yo, tell him you know Ben. He's like, he gonna take care of you. And then, like, first practice day, I'm like, OG, you know Ben, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, that's my cousin. He said, man, that's your cousin. He said, man, that's family, man. I like you, man. Yeah. So Khalil was always just teaching me stuff, like him, Rob Quinn, like all those dudes. Like, I feel like I had some great vets because every single one of them tried to teach me something, or at least like dropped a little gem on me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But back to Khalil, like, yeah, he's a great dude, bro. Like,
yeah.
He definitely taught me a lot in terms of, like, power moves, finesse moves, because for him to be as big as he is and, like, move the way he moves is freakish, bro. And he dropped a little gem on me. Like, obviously, like, not everybody body tape the same, but he tried to give me, like, a little gem to try to make sure, like, just to see, like, yo, this might work for you. Like, just watching how you move a little bit, try this, and it may work. And a lot of times it worked. You know what I mean? Same thing with Rob when Rob would drop some stuff on me. Like, drop some stuff on me saying, you do this, it's going to work for you. I try it, it worked. You know what I mean? If it don't, it don't. But, yeah, they was good dudes out there. Good dudes.
That's cool. That's awesome. And so now that we talked about Chicago, right, let's go on to Cleveland and your new home, right?
Yep.
Well, not your new home. You've been there for a year now.
Yeah.
So what was it like going to Cleveland and adjusting to the new team and, like, getting to it?
It wasn't horrible. It wasn't bad. You know what I mean? It definitely took a lot of adjusting to because, you know what I mean? It's like two different teams, you know what I mean? Like, not every team is ran the same. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I had to get adjusted to that, just meet new people, learn new faces, learn new names. And a dude like me, like, I hope no one take it personal. Like, I'm horrible with names. Like, I'm very good with faces, but, like, it takes me a while to get the name to the face. After I start seeing you a while, I'm like, okay, like, I got this face now. You know what I mean? But it's good, bro. Like, I feel like I like it over there. I feel like a lot of people are real genuine out there. A lot of the dudes is funny out there, bro. The dudes are definitely hilarious out there. They're definitely on comedy time at all times. It's a great place out there. It's great.
Cool. And throughout these experiences, right, of playing football and playing at the level that you've been playing, what is one memory or a few memories that just stick with you? Whether you met someone or something happened where it's just like that it's embedded in your head.
That's a hard one. I'm not gonna lie, because I have a lot.
Yeah,
definitely my first game would be one. Shoot, I don't know, bro. I definitely have a lot of, like, memories that are gonna be embedded in my head, bro. Meeting all the OGs. When one funny memory for me at least is gonna be when they have the rookies go out there and do, like, so rookies have to perform a skit or a song. You know what I mean? Yes, bro. Every rookie has to do it. It doesn't matter what's going on, bro. So they had all of us go up there, and then I had to go up there. So they made me go up there and sing, and I'm like, my heart is thumping. I'm like, all right, bro, like, I gotta sing something. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sing Fantasia. So I went up there and sang Fantasia. I'm singing it. I'm like, I put your picture on my mirror. Like, you know what I mean? Getting the crowd going. I'm not thinking everybody gonna rock with it, so I'm just singing it. And I'm putting the mic to the crowd, hoping the crowd gonna sing back. They all start wilding with me. I'm like, okay, I got him. Sing it again. Got him. I'm like, oh yeah, let's get it. And then when it was done, I was like, I just dropped the mic, like, and I said, and everybody went crazy, bro. Like, yeah, bro, that was a funny memory for me out there.
Yeah,
but, like, yeah, bro. I had. It's hard to pick a few because I have a lot, bro.
Yeah, got to.
Yeah, I have a lot.
Got you. And like, so I know that I asked a question to look back and everything, but what do you feel like is one of the most important things in your life that you implemented in your life that got you to this point?
I would say just like, you know what I mean, work hard. Like, always just work hard. Like, you never know what's gonna happen when you work hard. Like, if you keep working hard, something good is bound to happen, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that I implemented that with everything. When I got hurt, when no team picked me up, when I got through the doors, when I got to a new team. Like, I just kept working hard, and ultimately, like, every time that I've done that, something good has came out of it. You know what I mean? Like, when I tore my pec, I didn't even know if they was gonna give me another season back in college. That's usually like, since it happened after that time, after the cutoff time, usually like you're done. Like, you tore your pec, well, that's on you, bro. You better go get ready for the draft and just hope that it works out for you.
Mm-hmm.
And coming into the draft with an injury that's hard, bro. That's hard, bro, because you got to bounce back from the injury, then try to catch up with everybody else who's been training already. It's hard. So like, that whole time when I got hurt, I was just training. Like, I was in a sling. I can vividly remember this, being in the weight room, doing like on the floor, doing like dumbbell bench. And my trainer's like, my weight room coach was like, yo, bro, you know you're not supposed to really be like working out, bro. You have your hand in a sling. I'm like, Vin, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I just don't know what's going to happen next, so I'm just going to make sure the rest of my body's still strong for whatever is going to happen after that. Like, you know what I mean? If that means training, this body going to be training. This body, like, I'm going to just make sure this just catch up to the speed, you know what I mean? If it means I'm coming back, then I'm getting a head start on everything that I need to do, because my season is done now.
Mm-hmm.
So that means I'm going to just make sure the rest of my body is straight. Like, it's going to be strong as hell. Now, so when I come back, I'm tweaking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Same thing going to Chicago, man. I just go in there, work hard. I knew that a lot of teams, they want me. So I had to make them want me, you know what I mean? Show them what they missed out on, and I did that. And I stayed in Chicago, played 9 games, you know what I mean? Went to Cleveland. I didn't know what my time in Cleveland was going to be, because a lot of guys that I've seen, they get picked up by teams and like they out the door next week, you know what I mean? Like, you can get picked up today thinking you're going to be there for a while and then just be gone next week, you know what I mean? Be gone a couple days at that. Shoot, you never know how long your timeline is. So once I came in through the doors, first practice, they had me in there. I'm creating value. I don't care how slow everybody else is going. I'm going fast. I know one speed, bro. I'm out there flying around, bro. We're doing like team drills. I'm pass rushing to the full extent of my ability. I'm out there really trying to get to the quarterback. You know what I mean? Obviously, I can't hit him, because that's taboo in the league. Like, you do that, you're done. You might as well go. You gonna meet your stuff at the door.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I'm in there getting to it, bro. I'm just trying to show them I have value here, bro. Like, whether y'all didn't see it at first, I'm gonna make sure that y'all see it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all gonna have to use me in some way, shape, or form, because I got too much of that dog in me, and I did too much to get here for y'all to just like cut me short here.
Exactly. And I wanted to ask, I think that, family's walking in.
Yeah.
I gotta ask, what is it that inspires you?
Definitely my family. Definitely my peoples. Like, my peoples definitely inspire me the most. Like, I feel like I have a good support team, bro. Like, they all push me. They all happy with everything that I do. Like, they always want to see me succeed. So when I'm doing good, they always gonna, you know what I mean, shout me out, make sure like I feel the love, you know what I mean, make sure that they all know I got that love, you know what I mean. So like, I definitely say my family my biggest support system, and then they definitely keep me pushed. They keep me grounded as well. Definitely.
So what's it like, talking about family, being away? I know that you're traveling constantly.
Yeah.
What is it like being away from your family for so long?
That jump be hard, because I really like being around my family. Like, I like during the off season, like, as soon as I get the chance, man, I'm gonna see my family real quick. You know what I mean? I'm gonna spend some time out in wherever I'm at, but I'm gonna see my family real quick. I gotta see them real quick, because I just like chilling with them. Like, it just be cool. Like, you know what I mean? I come home, I kick it with them, we laugh, we chill, we go places. Like, you know what I mean? We catch vibes. Like, why wouldn't I want to be home? You know what I mean? Like, I could do that in Cleveland too, of course. But at the same time, like, I do that wherever I'm at. But at the same time, it's like, ain't no being the people that you grew up with ultimately to have that fun with. You know what I mean? Exactly. So yeah, any chance I get, I'm here.
Gotcha. And like, I wanted to ask, what advice would you give to a kid trying to do what you're doing?
Bro, work hard, bro. Just work hard, bro. You never know where that hard work gonna take you, man. You keep working hard. You think it's not working out now, but it's ultimately gonna get you somewhere, man. Like, that hard work, that pressure, that everything that you're doing is gonna pay off in the long run, bro. Whether you see it or not, school wise, anything that you're doing wise is gonna get you somewhere. Something's gonna break. Like you could think that it's not working, you could give up, and that one time you gave up, it could have took that little bit more push to get you where you needed to be at. You know what I mean? So just keep pushing, bro. Just keep pushing.
Yeah. So we didn't speak. You mentioned your injury a few times.
Yeah.
And the reason I wanted to bring it up now is just the fact that I feel like it might have been one of the lowest points, because I feel like a lot of people don't realize. But like for other people who get injured and don't have like a sport or they're trying to pursue as their career, right, that they can get injured and know that they could come back to work eventually.
Yeah.
For a football player trying to chase that dream to get to the next level, an injury can stop that.
Yeah.
So what was that point when you knew you were injured and having to deal with that?
Bro, it was a rough time, like, because I just didn't know what the injury was, didn't know what the extent of it was, and just didn't know, like, what the future holds. So it was just, like, I really was more, I wouldn't say sad, but just, like, kind of lost in what was going to happen. You know what I mean? I just wanted answers. That's all I really wanted. Like, but in the meantime, I'm still going to do me. Like, I told you, Les, I got that dog in me, bro. When I was hurt, I'm still working out. Like, my freshman year, I had torn my labrum. And rather than sit out the year, they gave me the option to sit out the year or play through the season. I played through the season with a torn labrum. And my shoulder was popping out of plays left and right at all season, but I still played through it. I had a knee contusion where my knee was swelling up consistently. I played through a whole season of that. And my pec, that really put me out. Like, I still was working out through that, man. Like, I got that dog in me, bro. I'm hurt. I'm confused, but I'm still going to work. I'm still going to find a way to work, bro.
Yeah.
That's so.
Yeah, because I know that you've been, even off season, you're working. Because I know a few programs, like the only one I know off the top of my head is Next Level Culture.
Yeah.
Like you work out with them, and I believe that's run by Clark.
Yeah, shout out Clark and Smitty too.
Yeah, like they do something like, and I love that you are able to work with people like that. Like you've worked with Next Level Culture. You've also worked with Veil Lives.
Yeah.
And just being able to do stuff like that and work with that, it just shows that you're constantly working and having to figure things out, if that makes sense. Where you're constantly, there's not a point where Sam is taking a break, right?
Yeah.
And when you do take those breaks, how important are those breaks to you?
Breaks is cool. Like, they be real short, though. Like, my girlfriend tells me I don't be taking breaks. Like, she tell me I need, like, more time to, like, yo, bro, chill a little bit. Like, but I feel like if I chill, like, I'm missing out on some work. That's the one thing in my brain that I do got to, like, tone down a little bit, because, like, I feel like if I'm chilling too much, I'm missing out on something. And I feel like if I'm missing out on that little bit of work, I'm giving somebody a chance to get ahead of me. And it's like, I don't know if I want to do that, man. But I do need to realize that I do need some time to, like, reboot and reset. Like, I do reboot and reset. I wouldn't say I don't, but I definitely need more time to reboot, reset, relax. You know what I mean? Take a little ease off the body. You know what I mean? Just let your body come back. Let your mind come back a little bit more. Take it off that football aspect of things. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And so when it comes to working with these people and these organizations like Next Level Culture, I feel like Next Level Culture and obviously Veil Lives are very different.
Yeah.
Right? It's the training part of Next Level Culture. So what was it like working with Next Level Culture, and then what was it like working with Veil?
So Next Level, like, those my guys over there. I rock with them the long way. Those my people out there. Like, anytime I do get a chance to, like, sit down and really work with them, I'm gonna work with them. I'm gonna get some work in. You know what I mean? Especially when I'm around, I'll get some work in with them. Definitely Smitty, definitely Clark. Clark gonna get my feet right. Smitty gonna get my D-line stuff right. You know what I mean? I know that I can go to them too. Whether it's about football, whether it's just about life, I just want to chop it up about some stuff. They'll drop a gem on me. They're gonna tell me some stuff that I could do that'll, like, you know what I mean, up my brand a little bit and just up my mental a little bit. You know what I mean? On the Veil side of things, like, I work with Veil based just because I know Devon Bird. Like, shout out Devon too. You know what I mean? It's a great brand. You know what I mean? I haven't worked heavily with them, but I have done a few things with them. I got in a shoot with Bird and them right here in Carteret. It's great, man. Like, Vail, they on the up and up too.
No, definitely.
They're definitely on the up and up right now. You know what I mean? You see them everywhere in Jersey. You probably gonna see them everywhere, like, in the States, in the world. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great, bro. It's great. It definitely is two different spectrums. It definitely different spectrums, but it's great being able to work with both of them.
Got you. So we are coming to an end. I got a few questions left, right?
Yep.
So I asked these to all the guests. So one of them is, what is it that wakes you up every morning, maybe even keeps you up at night to be able to do what you're doing?
I got another chance. I got another chance today. You know what I mean? If I get another chance today, man, like, why wouldn't I want to wake up, man? I woke up this morning. I'm blessed, bro. As long as I woke up, I'm blessed, bro. Because a lot of people ain't get to wake up this morning. You know what I mean? A lot of people ain't get, like, some people laid their head to rest for the last time. I woke up this morning and I'm like, damn, bro, like, I got another chance of the day. God bless me with another chance of the day, so I might as well, like, attack it, make it a good one, enjoy it the best I can. So that's what keep me motivated. Once I wake up in the morning, know that I'm here. Got 2 feet on the ground. I'm good.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So the second question: if you could go back and tell Lil Sam, right, what he has in store, what would you tell him?
Like, yo, bruh, you got that dog in you, bruh. you about to have a great run. It's gonna be ups and downs, but you about to have a great run. And there's more to come. I'm only 25 right now, so I ain't see the rest. But I'll tell you, up to 25, you're gonna have a great run, bruh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last but not least, what do you want the world to know about Sam Kamara?
Man, Sam a cool guy. Sam real quiet. Like, you feel me? He a quiet dude. If he really don't know you as much, but once he gets comfortable with you, like, Sam don't shut up. Sam laugh a lot. Sam's cool. Sam, like, he playful dude, man. Like, I'm real black and white. I ain't no in between with me. I'm a chill dude.
Okay. And now that I'm remembering something, right? I have one more question.
All right,
I kind of wish I asked this earlier, but things happen. You know what I mean?
For sure.
We had a great conversation. So last but not least, what is it like being able to put on for Sierra Leone and West Africa?
Oh, it's tough, man. You know what I mean? I ain't never been back to the motherland, but I want to go back there. But, like, the fact that I got that in my blood and I got family back there, and the fact that I'm putting our name, our what you want to say, family tree in a different light is amazing, bro. Like, I'm just knowing that I could be that person that can just change the whole dynamic of our family with everything that I'm doing, with everything that's coming my way. Like, that's great. That's outstanding to me. Like, and I'm ready for the challenge of that. Like, I want to make sure that what I'm doing is going to have long-term effects for the family down the way. Like, I'm going to change a lot of things for us. Like, you know what I mean? My family came here with not a lot. You know what I mean? Now I'm getting a chance to change all of that. And I'm going to make sure that I don't fold on that. Yeah. So that's how I'm feeling about it.
Okay. So that was it, right?
For sure.
But I got to give you the camera. So the camera is now yours. This is your time to say whatever you want, advice. If you have anything going on, this is your time.
Keep being that dog. Keep that dog in you. And shout out to all my people. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my girlfriend. Shout out to everybody, my family, all that. Shout out Carteret. You know what I mean? We here.
All right, cool. So I got to say I appreciate you, Sam, for being here. I appreciate you giving me your time and, like, allowing me to be able to tell your story through this podcast.
Les, I appreciate you, bro.
Of course, bro. And listen, I feel like there's so much more to talk about. If I could bring you back, I would love to bring you back.
Bro, you know I'll be back, bro. I'll be back, bro.
All right, man. So I'm going to just go ahead and do my outro.
For sure, do your thing.
This is the community pod. I just want to appreciate everybody who's tuning in. Like I said again, I appreciate you, Sam, for being here.
No doubt.
If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, tell me your favorite part. If you're watching on any audio platforms, leave a review. Download the prior episodes. You don't know who you're going to run into. All I'm trying to do is spread love and positivity. And if you're new here, welcome to the community pod. And we're out. Peace.
Yes, sir.